So this is a really important issue. I'm going to go in there and get the brief from the secretary, from the chairman of the Joint Chiefs. What I'm really hoping is that this is not a repeat of almost the identical press briefing, or not press briefing, classified briefing we got after President Trump killed Soleimani. Okay? Another bold action against Iran that was needed. This terrorist killed and wounded thousands of our troops. In the briefing 5 years ago with Secretary Pompeo, our military leaders under President Trump, Trump won. The Democrats spent the entire briefing criticizing the administration, asking, did you have evidence that Soleimani was going to kill American troops in Iraq? Are you kidding me? Soleimani been killing troops for years. And did you have the authorization to kill this #1 terrorist in the world? So I'm really hopeful that my Democrat colleagues make this about the evidence and maybe thanking President Trump for taking this bold action, which is what every president since George W. Bush has said we had to do, prevent Iran from getting a nuclear bomb, and not making this all about what AOC, the leader of the Democratic Party in Congress, wants, impeachment of the president, right? So this is a really important issue. It's going to be a real indication of where the Democrats are. Are they serious, or is this going to be badgering, you know, Marco Rubio, Pete Hegseth, General Kane on did they have evidence, did they have authority? I'd like to hear a thank you and how bad was the damage assessment? So it's going to be.
This is, you know, you say you want to hear them say thank you, but this is a briefing for senators to ask questions. What are the things that you need to pull out of that to be satisfied with your constituents that yes, this was handled properly and that we did what they're saying?
So one thing that I don't think's gotten enough attention right now. Yesterday, the Israeli ambassador briefed us at lunch. Okay, so taking out the Iranian nuclear capacity has a lot to do with taking out the facilities, but it's also a lot to do with taking out the personnel, right? The scientists, the generals, how much is that degraded? How many of them were killed? And also, as the ambassador mentioned yesterday, the archives where they've done all their research. There's a whole host of facilities that aren't directly related to the exact bombing of this one that have a lot to do with the capacity to create and deliver a nuclear bomb. So those are the kind of questions I'm going to be asking. But this shouldn't be what it was with General Soleimani. General Soleimani's briefing was one of the more embarrassing things I've seen as a U.S. Senator. Every Democrat was going after Secretary Pompeo saying, you didn't have the authority, you didn't have the evidence, and it was ridiculous. Soleimani deserved to be dead, and the world is a better, safer place when President Trump ordered him to be killed, and now the world's a better, safer place now that Iran's nuclear capacity has been dramatically degraded. We'll see by how much, but this idea of kind of prosecuting these guys as opposed to thanking them, I think is ridiculous, and I'm hoping it's not going to happen.
Senator, there was a report that the Trump administration wants to brief senators less. Can you comment on that?